Guys, we absolutely smashed 1,000 subscribers and now we're on the road to 2,500 where I'll be doing yet another giveaway. All you've got to do to enter is like this video and subscribe. Hey guys, we are back with episode 5 of Use or Fuse. In this episode we are talking about one of the new heroes, THANE. So let's crack on and see his story. Okay guys, so moving on to the story, it's called The Exalted. So THANE is an exemplary swordsman. His knowledge of the blade is unmatched. When he was a younger man and still had both of his arms... Wait, what? When still had both of his arms? Has he only got... Yo guys! I didn't actually realise this until now, but THANE's only got one arm. I thought this whole time it was like behind his back under his cape, but... Guys, that's crazy, he's actually only got one arm. I've never noticed that before. Anyway, back to the story. When he had both of his arms, he would stride around the sparring grounds with an imperious look, head held high and a constantly bemused expression. He possessed a preternatural ability to detect and identify weaknesses the moment he looked at a man holding a weapon. He was the best. The only problem was he knew it. THANE succumbed to the age-old enemy of the greats, hubris. He began placing himself in more and more danger when out fighting. He began to believe that there didn't exist an opponent who could beat him. It was a mauler, a high-ranking one, that did it. THANE found the thing's weaknesses, but it moved too fast for him to exploit them. His hammer caught him on his off arm, pulverizing the bone beneath the crumpled armor and nearly tearing it from his body with intense downward force. God, that is gruesome. Oh wow. So that's how he lost his arm then. He went down, and had it not been for the timely intervention of Sir Baden Rain, the head of the house, he would have certainly been killed. Rain fought bravely, but he too proved no match for the vortex of violence that was the mauler. He was killed almost instantly with a crushing blow to his breastplate. Caught up in battle, the mauler never bothered finishing off the wounded THANE, and after the battle he was carried back to the encampment. The arm was removed, there being too much damage for any of those to prevent to help. Oh god, I can't believe this. This has been the most gruesome one so far. So THANE actually had his arm cut off by a mauler. He knew that had it not been for Lord Rain, he would never have survived. He made a vow to himself then. He would continue to serve their house to the best of his ability until his debt was repaid. He became Castellan for Castle Rain, training up men-at-arms, constantly reviewing and instructing the combat readiness of the soldiers that served under their banner. Commissioning castle defences, he had adapted surprisingly fast to life with only one arm. When the remaining Rain men died off in one tragic battle, he began to see a determined look on the youngest child, an energetic young girl who somehow resembled her father in manner and expression, and had his eyes. When she approached THANE about training for knighthood, he smiled. House Rain may yet have a chance, and if the path of House Rain someday leads THANE back to the beast that took his arm, all the better. Duty isn't an arm or a leg, you can't lose it in battle. Wow. Guys, let me know in the comments, did you know that THANE only has one arm? Because, you know, I've not looked at him long enough to realise this until now. Did you guys know this, or is it just me being stupid? Guys, just let me know in the comments, that's crazy. But yeah, next, moving on to his skills, and to discuss whether or not he is a use or fuse hero. Okay guys, so on to THANE's skills, and to discuss whether he is a use or fuse hero. And I've not really used THANE that much, so I had a bit of help from my buddy William. If you guys watch my live streams, you'll know who William is. He is a god on this game. He literally knows everything, so thank you William for your help. I really appreciate it, bro. So, on to his skills. So his first one, THANE attacks his enemies at random 7 times, dealing 80% damage per attack, and THANE cannot receive damage while using this ability. So as far as skills go, what more can you want, guys? He's dealing damage and he can't be attacked, so he's not going to lose any health, which is brilliant. Activated after THANE uses 4 critical strikes, THANE targets a single enemy with a multi-stage attack, with a final attack dealing 80% damage. The final attack also deals an additional damage which is equal to 15% of the target's max HP. So if we take THANE's HP as an example here, when he's fully leveled up, his health is 590,000, so it would be sort of 59,000 plus another sort of 30,000. So we're looking at, you know, if THANE's max level, we're using his HP as an example, we're looking at sort of like a 90,000 damage attack, and that's pretty decent considering that's just a bonus attack. He also has the ability called Lunge, so THANE bounds towards an enemy with a surprise attack, dealing 120% damage to them, and then THANE's critical rating is also increased by 20% for 5 seconds. And Focus, THANE raises his own critical rating by 14%. So I was talking to William, and we came to the conclusion that THANE is a very good hero. Probably does replace Rain, so if you've got Rain, I would use THANE instead, as he is a much better replacement, and he's very good for guild bosses as long as you've sort of got 2 very good tanks in front of him, because we discussed that he's basically a glass warrior in the sense that he's a bit squishy and can die quite fast. But as long as you've got 2 decent tanks in front of him, THANE is definitely a use hero. So if you've got Estrilda, Belinda, Rain, Lucius and THANE, I'd say the 3 best there are the tank, definitely Lucius, and then Belinda and THANE. So if you've got Rain and THANE, I would use Rain as food for THANE, as he is a much better option. He's very good for guild bosses due to his high critical rating, and as long as he's sort of kept a high level compared to other heroes, he may be able to carry you through the campaign just like Shamira can. Not quite to the same extent, but if you haven't got Shamira and you have got THANE, then just try and keep him maybe 20 levels above or so, and you'll be just fine, guys. So the conclusion of this video really is that if you've got THANE, nothing wrong with him. He can be a very good hero, you just got to be careful. Make sure that he's at least 20 levels above your other heroes in campaign, and he's a great hero to use in guild bosses as well. Thanks for watching, guys, and thank you again to William, and I'll see you all in the next video, where we actually talk about the Maulers, who have a really bad history with the Light Bearers. See you all next time, guys. Bye bye.